My name is Monica, and welcome to Guru Grit, a place for self-empowerment, learning, and knowing how to create your world. And actually, today's topic is what creates your world. So we are discussing the power of words, written or spoken. So down the line, I'd be happy to do a whole, like series on actual words that break down the meaning, the occult meaning, and even the letters and how they came to be. But again, not necessary to know these things to make a difference in your life, unless you just like it. But for now, let's just talk about what actually creates your reality and why it matters. So, if you would like to know more about making your life the life that you want to live, you can visit me on TikTok, email me, message me on Instagram, and ask me some questions, and let's get to work. So, let's discuss the power of words and the power of narrative and why it's so important when we create our own world. Firstly, when we are exposed to language as young children, we don't even really know what someone is saying to us, but we can feel what they're saying to us based on if we've done something adorable, if we're in trouble, or if we're in danger. Because words carry resonance. Our voices have vibration. This is why someone can be seemingly really pleasant and nice to you, but you don't buy a word of what they're saying, because it's not what they say, it's how they say it. That energy washes over you and it doesn't feel very pleasant. So words are very powerful, not just when you read them and when you hear them, it's when you feel them. And of course, when you feel something, you can create your own reality from that emotion, from that feeling state. So, for starters, we all understand one another with or without language because most communication is nonverbal anyways. But when we amplify it with words and energy, now we're in business. Because you see, it's enough to think and it's enough to write, but to speak things into existence is absolutely powerful. So if we take it back to some, ancient texts, we will say, we will find things that, our maker spoke things into existence. On the first day said, on this day said. So clearly speaking is very important. So speak well over yourself. How do you know if what you say has the power to change the way you perceive things, which has the power to change your world, vice versa? What you hear in your world changes the way you see that world. Because words cast spells over your existence. They are spellbinding. Have you ever met a persuasive speaker? Sometimes you walk away thinking, what just happened? I've been charmed. They spellbound me. This is quite precisely why we get children when they're young. I'm not saying there's anything sinister, I'm just saying it's the way that it is, okay? We teach them to spell out words. The clue is in the question. It's quite interesting. So we spell words. They really have the power to project forth from us, grab something in our circumstances, and then morph it and bring it to us or change it right before us. It's very interesting. You'll see that too in couples. When one partner speaks to the other partner just blossoms. They bloom, they come to life, they respond to them. They finish each other's sentences, they mirror one another, they become pretty much telepathic or telempathic, etc. Words are important. They bind things. They're very important. So, how can you change your world through the power of words? Is to speak about what you want as though you already have it. It says, pray as though you have received it, that which you want to receive, and you shall. It doesn't say, ask eternally and you may or may not get it. It says, assume that it's done and you will have it. It doesn't say you might have it. It says you shall. It says you shall, which means it's finished. So if you can daily have a narrative inside your mind, you don't have to include other people, about what you want, you already have it, you're happily married, you're very healthy, you weigh this much, you have a pain-free body, you drive that car, you live in this postcode, you have whatever property, whatever job opportunity, promotion you've been chosen for, and it's done. You can write it, but if you could take a few minutes a day by yourself to speak, carry on imaginary conversations, use your voice, project your voice, you will start to see a change in your world. It's quite marvelous. You see this with children very often. Their desire is so pure. They don't understand limitation like money, time, stores, things going on sale, things being full price. And when they want something, they just want it. Maybe an aunt comes over, a grandparent sent something in the mail, the neighbor kid got two of the same birthday present, and they just come and knock on the door and give that child that thing. That child was not concerned with all the ways that it was going to happen. They just spoke, I want this doll. It's mine. You know, they have no notion that 50 million other children want that thing. They don't care. They declare it as their own, and they find it. They will literally find it on the ground in the park if you don't go to the store and get it for them. But one way or another, they tend to get it. Their willpower is so intense. It hasn't been, dimmed by life. So you should think that way. You ask any child who's the best singer in the world, who's the fastest runner, they're always about like who can jump the highest, who can eat the fastest, who can run the fastest, who can bicycle the fastest. Me, I'm the best, I'm the fastest. So take a page out of their book. Whatever it is you do, you're the best. You're a software engineer, you're the best. You're a surgeon, you're the best. You're a dental hygienist, you're the best dental hygienist that's ever lived. You want to author children's books, you're the best. You want to stay at home and have passive income, you're the best at that too. So start to affirm as though you already have that thing. It's nice to think about it, it's nice to write it, but when you actually start to speak it, you do something to your own self. And because you've changed yourself, and your outer world is a reflection of your inner world, now you've cast a spell on the world, it reflects back to you and you get the thing that you want. This is very important. I mean, look at society, look at marketing, advertising, political campaigns. Oh, I love history. So for me, military propaganda is something I'm just fascinated with. And there is no shortage of evidence in our history as a civilization where words have not been yet weaponized and failed. Weaponizing language is so powerful. It actually wins much more battles than any sort of brute force ever will, or any kind of arsenal. Because you can divide people, you can join people, you can inspire people, you give someone high morale, there's just nothing they cannot do. But you can do that to yourself. So the next time you're out and about, look at a billboard, maybe look at an ad for 10 seconds. You don't have to believe what it says, but just listen to how it talks about the thing it's trying to sell you. Like it's just a dream. How many brands are successful at selling you things you don't even need, but you just feel good about buying them? Be your own hype woman. Pitch yourself to yourself. Pitch your dream to yourself. It's a wonderful thing. It can be used for anything. So use it to change the trajectory of your life towards something beautiful, loving, and positive. And when you do that for one person, you have a ripple effect, and it does it for the whole of the world. So let's start here and now, just being nicer to ourselves, enjoying our day, our afternoon, our gloomy weekend. It doesn't matter. I love the rain. And doing that for the whole world. You can uplift nations without ever going there through the power of your own tongue. Imagine that. Speak love over everything you think about for one day of your life and watch how much it changes. Judge nothing. Judge nothing. Just speak love and understanding over it, and your world will change. I hope this helps. I very much look forward to going deeper into this topic because it's absolutely inexhaustible. You can talk about it forever. Certainly I can, but I can talk forever anyways. So we've certainly all come to the right place for that. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to answering so much more of your questions. So thank you once again, and I look forward to the next time. Bye-bye.